watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Taking a look outside on this Memorial Day, we are in a DMV first warn day. On the right, a live look. This is a Chesapeake Bay Bridge on the right where the roads are still wet. And there's also some lingering rain on the left there. A shot of Washington, D.C. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 10 on DCW 50. I'm Chris Flanagan. It has certainly been an active few hours, so let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb for a look at our first forecast. And Janessa, the storm really took its time.
Yeah, it started in Grant County. We started around 4 o'clock this afternoon and just watched this one storm just kind of bubble up and make its way all the way into Baltimore County. If you haven't heard, we do have a flood situation out that way, and so they are trying to recover. Right now, metro area wasn't super highly impacted, but around 8:30 we had that tornado warning out towards Anne Arundel County into Prince George's County. Tornado watch, it has now expired, so they are letting this go because you don't have any more moisture farther to our west. Here's the history of this storm. It looks like it was moving fast in nature, but I call these kind of gully washers. It was taking its time and allowing for a good amount of moisture to drop in a very short period of time. I mean, like an hour to 30 minutes, we had over an inch in some locations. Here's your current radar. Nothing happening at this point. We're actually starting to clear out. There's a few rumbles of thunder the farther west that you go, but this will be our last span before we're completely done with the situation. For really tonight, this will expire for around that midnight hour, and so SPC will let things start to go going into tomorrow morning. We'll start off your day under partly cloudy skies, temperatures into the upper 60s. We're headed for a very cool weather pattern now, Chris. We'll talk about it coming up.
All right, we'll take that, Janessa. Thanks. Well, the storm bringing down power lines and blowing transformers. DC News Now's Marielle Carbone joining us live in Potomac, Maryland. And Marielle, that neighborhood there has seen some pretty significant damage.
Yeah, right behind me is some of that damage. We'll show you the tree down here. This is on Lloyd Road. We were showing it to you earlier on 9 o'clock, but to give you a closer look, the tree out here just uprooted. You can see just looking into the root of this, it's just torn apart out here. And this tree, it's blocking Lloyd Road. That's where we're at out here right now. We're told that a transformer did catch fire, that there are wires down, and that is why the power is out here. If we turned off our camera light, you could not see anything out here. It's pitch black. It's unclear how long it'll take for the power to come back on. We haven't seen any crews actively working to remove this tree or any others that could be down in the area. There were some cop cars out here blocking the road, but just in the last 10 minutes or so, they came and put some tape up in this area and left. So aside from us out here with the lights, it's pretty dark. We know neighbors don't have power. We heard one couple that lived out here saying they won't be going anywhere anytime soon, or probably not even till some point tomorrow when all of this gets cleared up. So again, unclear how many trees are down. We know we were able to kind of see down this roadway earlier, and we couldn't see any other trees, but fire and EMS are saying that others are down in the area, and of course those wires. So just a word of caution if you are trying to go out and drive in the area. We've seen some cars trying to come down this road. They come up on the tree, and of course it's not safe to drive through this area at this point. And always that warning that there could be live wires down, so you want to stay in your home if you're able to at this point. So this is just really what we're seeing out here. We're not feeling any rain coming down at this point, just looking at some of the damage out here. And as we mentioned, Chris, it could be a little bit of a wait because we haven't seen any crews out here working on the lines for these people to get their power back on. So patience for anybody that lives out here. That's the latest out here in Potomac. Chris, I'll send it back to you live. I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
It could be a long night. Hopefully those crews do get out there quickly. Marielle, thank you. Now, if you want to track the storms moving into your area, your neighborhood, follow them along with our team of meteorologists. Just go to dcnewsnow.com. Well, across our area, people are thanking service members who have served as we remember the fallen. And as DC News Now's Dave Lavelle reports, an annual tradition here in the district is educating people about the branches that make up our U.S. military.
Despite an occasional sprinkle, that could not stop the 20th edition of the National Memorial Day Parade from marching down Constitution Avenue. parade features plenty of bands and displays as more than 5,000 people from across the country took part in it. They represented nearly every state and the District of Columbia. The National Memorial Day Parade honored those who gave their lives in every U.S. conflict, from the Revolutionary War to the Gulf War. Even though the crowd was a bit smaller than we've seen in the past, that did not stop thousands of people from watching the parade and remembering the true meaning of the holiday, including Geneva Jones of Silver Spring.
To come and honor the people who have suffered and died, and still for the missing in action, and just to celebrate all the people.
The parade is put on each year by the American Veterans Center. In downtown Washington, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Well, the Falls Church Veterans Council also honoring those who made the ultimate sacrifice while serving our country. Many came out to the annual Memorial Day Parade and Festival event that included a 3K fun run and a blood drive. Some people sharing what Memorial Day means to them.
I hope people realize that it's not all about barbecues and getting together. I really hope that they take the time to remember all the sacrifices that our troops have endured, that have gone on to pay the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, well said there. Some Memorial Day events in Maryland, though, were canceled today because of the threat of severe weather. All new tonight, grocery store Giant is making some big changes. Company says select stores in D.C. will be limiting the size of bags shoppers can bring in. Before she moved to our weather coverage, Mariel Carbone spoke with customers who tell us they were caught off guard.
For some shoppers at Giant, a new policy implemented in the grocery store had them doing a double take.
He said, excuse me, sir, you're not allowed to come in here with your book bag. And I kind of just saw it.
And Maxwell Foote is talking about this sign, which reads, "Attention, bags larger than 14 by 14 by 6 are prohibited." And that includes suitcases, duffel bags, and backpacks.
I just wanted to go grab some orange juice, and I can't grab orange juice.
I'd never seen the sign before.
For shopper Gabby Anglin, who visits the store once a week, the new rule is concerning.
The backpack is what really concerns me, especially since I walk here to the store, and sometimes carrying a whole gallon of milk home or a whole gallon of laundry detergent really hurts your shoulders.
According to the retailer, theft is forcing the new policy, which launched at select stores last week. In a statement, Giant Food says the retail theft we are experiencing across our market area is a problem that affects everyone. We need to be able to run our store safely and profitably.
Cracking down on maybe how self-checkout is handled would be the more appropriate way, not to kind of affect people who don't have cars.
It makes sense to me because I think you could probably hide things in larger bags.
For shopper Kippy Crouch, theft is a complex issue that doesn't have a simple fix. Still,
I think it may harm the regular consumer more than it harms the thieves.
Again, that was our Mariel Carbone reporting. We have new details tonight. D.C. police say they've arrested and charged a suspect in a deadly shooting in Northeast. The victim is 23-year-old Chidozie Nju from Temple Hills, Maryland. It happened this afternoon at the intersection of Benning Road and Minnesota Avenue. 20-year-old Shannon Updike is being charged with first-degree murder while armed. Still not clear what led to that shooting or what a motive might be. This is a developing story. We'll bring you more information as it comes into our newsroom. And D.C. police also need your help finding this suspect accused of stabbing someone nearly 2 weeks ago. It happened near 2nd Street in Northwest. According to officers, the suspect stabbed the man after getting into an argument. Police said the victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to recover. In the Commonwealth, 2 new schools are coming to Loudoun County. It's something many people say is needed as more people move to that area, but it comes with controversy. Our Northern Virginia reporter Max Marcilla shares that story.
A few years from now, all this dirt you see behind me, that'll be gone. And when construction is finished in its place, you'll see a new high school and a new elementary school here in Loudoun County. It's your tax dollars at work, new schools for an expanding and growing county. That isn't controversial. But what is a plan to build the largest stadium for any high school in the county here?
I have no concerns about the new schools coming to our community except the large super stadium.
Skip Edgman sharing his 2 cents with the Board of Supervisors before they voted to approve the plans to build the stadium. It will have 1,000 more seats in the bleachers than this stadium at Tuscarora High School, right now the largest at 4,000. And the same number of seats as Loudoun United FC's home Segra Field.
Downsizing this stadium would be cutting off our nose to spite our face. We know these kids are coming.
The schools will be large. The high school will hold up to 2,100 students, the elementary school nearly 1,000.
It's a very large school. It makes sense for it to have a larger stadium. And I think sometimes we overthink things, but it's really as simple as that.
A proposal to reduce capacity to 2,700 was voted down before the initial plan for the 5,000-seat stadium was approved. 2 supervisors, including Chair Phyllis Randall, voted against it. They had concerns over both the location and simply whether it's needed.
I often go to games. Those stadiums were not full even at those times. And this is a stadium that seats 4,000 people.
I believe the scope and size of the larger capacity stadium is more appropriate within the suburban Paulus area in a centralized location that serves larger population centers.
Reporting in Loudoun County, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
And developing now at 10 o'clock, the Washington Commanders recently signed kicker Brandon McManus is accused of sexually assaulting 2 women. According to the ESPN, the 2 are suing him and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They say that McManus sexually assaulted them during the team's overseas flight to London last year. The women filed the lawsuit Friday in a Florida court. In a statement to DC News Now, the Commanders saying in part, "We take allegations of this nature very seriously and are looking into the matter. We have been in communication with the league office and Brandon's representation and will reserve further comment at this time."